and decide who will win the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
This is the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. It's a new segment on the show that I'm wanting to try out. One that will actually span numerous episodes.
Ooh.
What?
One of the most popular pastimes for people who like pop culture is deciding who would win in a fight. You have your Batman versus Supermans, your Iron Mans versus Captain Americas, your Star Wars versus Star Trek, and your Golden Girls versus Happy Days.
Yeah, you lost me on that last one.
In the spirit of this, I have created a short ladder match with 4 contestants. In each installment of this, we will have 2 of those contestants face off against each other.
Are all 3 of us voting?
Well, it's not necessarily a vote. I wanted it to be more of a discussion.
Okay, that kind of got it. But if it comes down to it, is it all 3 of us?
I guess so, yeah, because I haven't really done much thinking,
Cool.
and I'm going to assign these guys at random. So, 1 second. Let me actually write something down. Don't be funny. So, I have 4 contestants here. Between each one of them is assigned a number. Gentlemen, how about each one of you chooses a number, and these 2 characters will face off?
3.
14. 4.
Alrighty. So, in today's installment of the Ultimate Showdown, I've tried to pull characters from across the pop culture spectrum. We have characters from books, TV shows, video games. So today, our 2 characters will be one that I don't know a lot about and one that I know a moderate a lot about. Who will win in this battle? Jinx from League of Legends or Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh, that is hard.
So, I chose this because I know both of you guys like the TV show Arcane, and Ian is a huge fan of the game League of Legends. What exactly does Jinx do?
Well, so 1,
She's crazy.
and this is yes, that is step 1. She has a chain gun. She can launch rockets. She has chomp grenades, which I think would be especially deadly against Sonic because she could just chomp one on, and if he's occupied, then he's not going to be able to deal with it.
So wait. What do these chomp grenades do?
It's literally like a grenade, but it has a little chompy mouth so that it can essentially bite onto things, and it's hard to remove.
So it's like a sticky bomb.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
And then, yeah, as Ian said, she's insane.
I could actually list off, even though her League of Legends abilities are basically based off of what you just mentioned, I can just kind of say really quick like what her league skills are, because some of it isn't exactly like from Arcane. It's like a bit different. So Jinx, the way she works is she like attacks faster like with each consecutive attack, and it stacks up to 3 times. So she can attack. Jinx has like the highest attack like speed potential. She's actually like very, very good when it comes to like attacking multiple times in the video game. She's able to like shoot out either bullets or rockets from her machine gun. She has like a long range electricity snipey shot that she shoots out from her
stun gun.
From her pistol. Yeah, it's like and it's like that was kind of not very descriptive. The way her
that's important. It slows people down.
Oh yeah, it does slow people down. I forgot about that. Her chompnades, they do explode after a period of time, but they're primarily used to disable enemies. So if you step on the trap, you're like disabled for a second. And her ultimate is her rocket that actually it's pretty simple. You
Just
shoot
keeps
a rocket
going.
Oh yeah, it's a global ultimate. It doesn't stop ever. But her passive is very interesting. If she kills an enemy player or if she kills a tower, she actually gets a butt ton of movement speed. So Jinx is actually one of the fastest characters in the game technically, because if she kills a tower or a champion, she goes really, really fast and gains a bunch of attack speed. So she's like very, very speedy. So it's actually interesting that we paired Jinx with Sonic, because I think of all of the league champions besides Rammus, Jinx would kind of be one of the contestants for like the fastest League of Legends champions.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we've now laid out Jinx. What about Sonic?
Sonic can turn into God, maybe. I don't know. If he gets the power of the Chaos Emeralds,
Chaos Control.
he gets faster. Yeah, he gets Chaos Control, the Chaos Emeralds. He can be super powerful. I think he would be faster than Jinx. However,
I think
by
so
a
too.
landslide.
also, I think, well, okay, I was going to say he's cockier than Jinx, but I don't know.
I think he is cockier, but Jinx is insane. So those two lead to maybe some similar decisions, but
Yeah.
they are from different sources.
Jinx can
Right.
tinker and make like robots and stuff, but she's not as like intelligent as Eggman.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
But it's interesting. She's like Eggman. The only reason Eggman is strong enough to possibly beat Sonic is because of his inventions. But Jinx is also an inventor, technically.
Interesting.
So that kind of puts her at a little bit more of an advantage.
Well, does it? Because Sonic has been trained. Sonic has defeated Eggman time and time again. He knows how to get around machines and stuff.
That is true.
So maybe he like knows the tips of the trade and the tools and all that jazz.
Whoa, hold on there, partner. There are spoilers for the Netflix series Arcane here. If you would like to go in with fresh eyes, skip 15 seconds right about now.
Oh, but, well, hold on. If we want to go off of arcane logic, Jinx kind of has a Hextech orb. Wait, this is
yeah.
spoilers. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. Basically, Jinx has an object that actually just kind of makes her go from like a 2 to a 10 in terms of power if she uses it properly.
Yeah, well, Sonic has several companions that act as equipment and are part of gameplay, sticking with Sonic from start to finish. This sets them apart from being outside help, as they have nothing else to make them a standalone character, unlike companions like Tails and Knuckles.
What are you reading this from?
The character stats and profile fandom.
Okay, because the other thing I was going to mention about Sonic, I can't speak necessarily to the games, but at least from the movies, his powers are incredibly inconsistent. Like,
I think that's just a movie thing.
I think it might be.
Yeah. Does Sonic also have, like, Tails and Knuckles and Big the Cat on speed dial? Can he just be like, whoa, Knuckles!
I'm just thinking, like, from a standpoint, like, how does his speed work? Like, how fast does he actually go?
He goes pretty
Okay,
dang fast. Like, in the...
Pretty dang fast.
Because it seems like in everything I've seen, it's completely different on how fast he goes. Like, sometimes he's going Quicksilver fast, where bullets are, like, moving through the air, and other times it's just, like, he's agile.
Okay, so I got a bunch of different people who think they know Sonic's top speed. The first result says 186,000 miles per second.
That's kind of insane.
Somebody else thinks it's 767 miles per hour. Somebody says 3,000 miles per hour. Somebody says Mach 5.83.
Okay, but so,
Maybe
like, not even necessarily his top speed, though, because, like, what is his normal speed? Like, if he's in a fight...
Well, there are points in the game where he's just moving ridiculously fast. Even, like, in gameplay, like, outside of cinematics, he will move very, very quickly because of just the way the gameplay is.
We do have to figure out which Sonic we're using, because there's, like, movie Sonic, game Sonic. Apparently there's, like, 5 different game Sonics or something. I don't know too much about the Sonic lore. And then there's comic Sonic.
Yeah, because if you're going to pair either game or arcane Jinx against movie Sonic, I think Jinx would win. But if you're pairing them against a game Sonic, I think it's a completely different ballgame.
Movie Jinx would walk in, Sonic would go, meow, and then explode.
Pretty much.
So I think we would have to do game Sonic.
Because, like, at least in movies, there's this inconsistency where, like, you know, you see him going super fast to the point that, like, he can, you know, catch things on fire with how fast he's going. And yet, then there's moments where, like, he straight up just gets punched in the face, like, with plenty of warning.
Yeah, I think I agree where it's like television show / movie Sonic, Jinx might be able to win, but like video game wise, it's probably not a contest.
Yeah, I think going back to horror rules, I think Speed Demon is OP. if you have a character that can travel however much faster, like there's so little you can do to combat that.
And that concept exactly is one of the reasons why I've lost my love for the CW Flash show, because as much as I love some of the plot points in that show, especially earlier on, like within the first 3 seasons, holy cow, they do not know how to write super speed characters in those shows.
I mean, I don't think anyone does, because like one of the main problems that you always come into is just it's like, we can't get around this without simply making it inconsistent or just straight up removing their powers.
Yeah.
Or you can coat the ground with ice.
Yeah.
Or you can make the speedster kind of a goof. Case in point, the Justice League animated series. Everybody should watch the Justice League animated series. It's very good.
I love it so much. It does such a good job of writing the Flash.
Oh my gosh, it does.
So I think our consensus is if it's movie Sonic, they lose. If it's game Sonic, they probably win.
Yeah, that would be my consensus too.
Yeah, I also agree.
So, okay, only one, though, is able to move up in the ladder match. I mean, personally, I would say Sonic, because we haven't even calculated the Chaos Emeralds. We haven't calculated him getting
That's true.
Anybody else to help him out.
As much as I prefer Jinx as a character, I think Sonic moves up.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I heard it. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Sonic the Hodgehedge, Ganage, Sonic the Hargegorge has win. Has win. These debates have inspired me. I think there's one more question that we need to settle, and it's who would win?
This is the ultimate showdown, a ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
Hey.
In the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
I would.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. That's right, it's back. Last time, we settled the great debate between Sonic the Hedgehog and Jinx, and Sonic won. And so he's moving up the ladder match. So let's say hello to our next 2 contestants. So I've tried to pull from all corners of popular culture. Last time we looked at somebody from a TV show, technically, and somebody from a video game. Even though technically they both started off in video games, but
2 people from video games. One became a TV show character, one became a film character.
Technically they both became a TV show character, but we're not going to talk about that.
Okay. Well, if we're not talking about it, then what I said stands.
Hey, you're right. There we go. I just want to get ahead of the tweets and emails that we'll be receiving. Our Twitter is... Shoot, what is our Twitter?
I have it pulled up. It's OTAP_podcast. OTAP_podcast.
And our email is othatpod@gmail.com. So, in the old corner, the world's greatest detective, step aside Mr. Monk and Sean and Gus. He's been in many different movies and TV shows, some of them good, some of them bad, some of them he's a mouse. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Mr. Sherlock Holmes!
Whoa!
And in the red corner, he's big, he's round, he's gonna take you to town. Hey, Kool-Aid Man! It's Kool-Aid Man.
I was hoping you were going to say Fat Albert for a second. I was about to get all giddy.
Notes for next time. Fat Albert. Uh-oh, what did I do?
Kool-Aid Man?
Yeah, Kool-Aid Man.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Okay.
This is hard.
So that's the thing. There's so many different iterations of Sherlock. It's like what we had to figure out with Sonic. Which Sherlock are we talking about?
Has anybody read the original books?
I have not.
I have read a little bit from them.
Then let's go with Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock, because I think we know more about that guy right now.
Okay, in that case, he wins.
He is pretty overpowered. Like, he can just kind of straight up predict
he's
everything.
so overpowered. He can predict everything, and he's incredibly good at fighting.
Disco Bobby late.
But he predicts everything because he has knowledge. Can he predict a giant glass man?
A very unpredictable wall-breaking man.
He's fighting a freaking glass cannon.
Okay, wait. A glass cannon that can burst through brick walls, thank you very much.
He's still a glass cannon.
Well, if he can burst through brick walls, that means that he has probably way more strength than Sherlock. I mean, can Sherlock break
in
through
which
a brick
case
wall?
you have brains versus brawn.
Let's see, I'm looking up how strong is Kool-Aid Man. Thanks, The Verge.
It's like a fandom wiki for him.
Hey, whoa, Vsauce!
So the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock, A, can take a beating.
Okay.
B, is decently agile. And C, can predict things. I think all three of those would go together to create a brain over brawn situation.
But how predictable is Kool-Aid Man, though?
Pretty predictable. He charges at you. I don't know. You're gonna have a hard time convincing me otherwise.
How would you kill Kool-Aid Man? These are the big questions.
He's made of glass, is he not?
Yeah, but he
but,
can also
like-
break through brick walls, so obviously it's not just any ordinary glass.
So, I'm quoting Jake Roper on this, a guy who worked on the YouTube channel Vsauce, so you know it's good. He estimates that if Kool-Aid Man were brought up to the scale represented in the iconic ads, he would measure about 6 feet tall, have a dry weight of almost 6,000 pounds, 11,000 pounds when filled with Kool-Aid.
Okay.
His glass frame would measure 3.6 inches thick.
Oh my gosh.
Glass, he argues, can withstand pressure 469 times that of our atmosphere. Since that's well past the strength needed to obliterate brick and mortar, the massive red mascot would only need to move at an average running pace to break through. So he a thick boy.
Huh.
Got it. Sherlock is smart. He uses tools.
Right. I think the way Kool-Aid Man would die is if he runs out of Kool-Aid. I think. If you can empty him, if you can tip him over and pour him out, he's like, oh no.
I think Sherlock could manage that.
I think he could too,
Is there any-
but I just want
I'm trying to think of how predictable Kool-Aid Man is, though.
He is kind of predictable. I mean, all Sherlock has to say is, hey, Kool-Aid!
So, does Kool-Aid Man even have a brain? Questions.
I know he has a heart because he loves everybody, because he's Kool-Aid Man. Here's the thing, though. I assume that his organs are Kool-Aid. He doesn't have a cardiovascular system. He doesn't have an lymphic system. He doesn't have a digestive system. He just has Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
He can survive the vacuum of space. Kool-Aid Man is a giant tardigrade. Any questions?
I agree.
Yeah, so I feel like if Sherlock were to find a way to tip him over or to shatter his glass frame, he would immediately win. And I feel like though it might take some time and he might take a beating along the way, I think he could manage it.
Gosh, I can just imagine this scene where it's like Sherlock is in his study and then Kool-Aid Man bursts through the wall and like Sherlock pulls out a revolver or something and like tries to fire bullets through Kool-Aid Man, but they just crack the glass and don't do anything. And Kool-Aid Man keeps charging towards Sherlock, and I need to make movies.
Crossover movies, apparently.
Sherlock Holmes is in the public domain.
Oh yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, there you go. Fanfic.
You know those,
Kool-Aid Man isn't, but
you know those like fast-paced live-action like fictional character battle videos created on YouTube, like the ones where it's like video game characters and stuff. Have you seen those before?
Nope.
Oh, dude, those are really good. Usually they use pretty good visual effects. They've been making them for a long time, but I would love it if there was one between Kool-Aid Man and Sherlock Holmes. It'd be so good.
Just to see it play out.
Oh, man.
I think Watson might not survive the fight. I think that's the one sacrifice that Sherlock Holmes would sadly have to make, is that Watson would not survive. He would just succumb to the flavor of the Kool-Aid.
I think it depends on how bad his limp is.
Oh my gosh. He'd freaking get Indiana Jones rolling bouldered. Goodbye, Watson.
Rip.
So we all agree Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, eventually he would have to meet him.
This means the finalists are Sherlock Holmes
And Sonic?
and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, of all of the non-superpowered characters out there, I think Sherlock would be one of the ones to defeat Sonic, because
I don't know.
Sonic's
I
nemesis
don't know.
Sonic's nemesis is literally a smart guy. So if we're talking about Sherlock Holmes, then I think he's got a pretty good chance.
Sonic's nemesis is Jim Carrey, Ian.
He's a smart guy, like I said.
Except we decided that it's Sonic from the games, not from the movie, because if it's from
Right.
the movie, then he's super inconsistent.
True.
But I mean, the thing is Eggman is not street smart. Eggman is head smart, but Eggman is not street smart.
Well, so Sherlock.
Well, no, Sherlock
the
is
Robert Downey
both.
Jr. is
Yeah,
both.
Sherlock is just smart all around. So that's why I'm not sure who would win. So tune in to the finale to find out who will win the ultimate showdown of destiny.
We're gonna just have to look up as many stats as possible to describe Sonic and Sherlock.
One of us has to play every Sonic game. One of us has to read every Sherlock Holmes book.
Well, no, it depends. Either read every Sherlock Holmes book or just watch all the Robert Downey Jr. movies again.
And by all that means two.
One of us has to spend 4 hours. One of us has to spend a lifetime. I wonder. I wonder who will choose what. Alrighty. Well, thanks for listening to.
Turns out
Well
we
done.
all just watch Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock.
I thought you were gonna watch Sonic. No, I thought you were gonna watch Sonic. I mean, play Sonic. Shoot. Well, gee, I wonder who would win in that fight. A Ghost or Ian? It's almost like it's my transition into.
This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
The ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
Yes!
Yay!
So, Levi, you haven't listened to the show before, but I already explained the shtick, and you know what it is.
No.
This is a bit that we've done a couple of times called the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
Wait, when did you explain this?
In the future. 5 minutes from now.
Oh, I explained how the show works.
Oh, yeah.
How it's an
Okay,
audio
okay.
variety show. Each one of the hosts brings something different to the table.
Right?
So, this is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. It's a bit we've done before. Basically, what it is we have had a ladder match running all season of wacky fictional characters competing up against each other. We've seen the likes of the Kool-Aid Man, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sherlock Holmes, and Jinx from League of Legends. However, it's time to decide who is the ultimate winner in the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. So, in the blue corner, he's fast, he's furious, he's a little furious. It's the blue Blur. He's been running really fast since the 1990s. Mario's once greatest rival, Sonic the Hedgehog!
Woo, yeah!
And in the musty old corner, he's in the public domain. He's been reincarnated time and time again. Sometimes the adaptations are good, sometimes they're bunkus. Sherlock Holmes!
Yeah.
So, who would win in a fight? Sonic the Hedgehog or Sherlock Holmes?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Well, I want to say Sherlock Holmes, but this requires more thought.
we need to
Yeah.
establish. Because we did this before. We need to establish what version we're talking about. Because if this
We're
is,
going with the versions that have won. This
Okay.
is Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock, games Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
like Sherlock Holmes though is like, at least in the movie, he's like stupidly overpowered because he's like hyper intelligent to the point where it's like completely
He
unrealistic.
could probably think out the entire fight in the time it takes Sonic to get halfway to him.
first distract target.
So yeah, that's my thing, is how much time can Sherlock think faster than Sonic?
The question is, does that mean he wins though?
Right.
Because he might just think out all the possibilities and realize that there's no way he can win.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. To make this fair, let's come up with a random location. I'm looking up random location, getting a random geographic coordinates.
Stock no items final destination.
Let's see. Random coordinates, that's the middle of the ocean. That's not what I wanted.
They're on a
Once
cruise
again,
ship.
middle of the ocean. Could I get not the middle of the ocean?
Well, there's a lot of ocean.
You know when you like spawn in Minecraft sometimes and it's like a 4x4 island in the middle of water? Maybe that's like the situation we're talking about. They just spawn on an island.
Alrighty, there we go. Oh, nope, that's in a language I don't know. Let's say I got one that was close to Hawaii. So let's say they're fighting on a beach in Hawaii.
On the sandy
yes, on a
beaches.
sandy beach in
Which
Hawaii.
island?
Not the leper island.
The leper.
They're not leopards there anymore.
Oh, there aren't?
No.
Leper.
Wait, did you think that was some
Yes, I
leopards?
did.
Like the cat?
Um,
There aren't any leopards in Hawaii anymore. They all died off because they all got leprosy.
Their spots started falling off, and now they're just all the
Gosh.
house cats that you see in the streets.
leprosy.
The alley cats.
Really, really big house cats.
Leprosy is a serious health problem. Donate to your local leprosy chapter today. Anyways, so they're fighting in Kauai, my favorite Hawaiian island. Home of so many feral chickens, it's crazy. And they're on a beach. I will say that there are some feral chickens running around. Maybe Sonic could use that to his advantage.
They're on a beach, you say?
Yes, they're on a beach.
Okay.
What if Sherlock timed it right so that when Sonic runs by, he throws a feral chicken directly at him and makes him lose balance? And he trips.
Well, so my thought was pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Oh,
And
God.
Sonic has incredibly large eyes.
Does he
Oh,
have
no.
eyes? I think he just has
That sounds
one
like it
eye with
hurts.
2 pupils.
No, wait. Does he look like the Sonic from the
No.
original concept?
No.
Ugly Sonic. Ugh.
It's just say, like, it's
Disgusting.
a pretty large target.
Yeah. You're going to be hitting the eyes.
I think it's like one of those situations where Sherlock could win, but it'd be very specific. Like
Yeah.
maybe he has like a leg up on him. Because like if they were just in an open flat area with absolutely nothing,
Ooh.
I think Sonic would probably win. But if Sherlock had something to work with, like some sort of thing he could use as a weapon, then maybe it would like boost the advantage.
Well, maybe he just, like, dives behind a tree in time for Sonic to run into the tree and a coconut falls on his head.
Also, we have to keep this in mind. Who is Sonic's greatest enemy?
Egg Boy.
Shadow?
No, it's not Egg Boy. Dude, it's definitely Metal Mario.
Okay.
Why is it Metal
I
Mario?
don't know, because he's metal.
Sonic hates metal. We all know this. Jeez. If you read the Archie comics, if you read the manga,
Dude, if you saw Sonic Boom,
Metal Mario is such an important character in the lore of Sonic Boom. No, I'm talking about Eggman, who is a genius. So Sonic has experience fighting genii, is what I'm saying.
But also, a genius...
But Eggman has robots.
That's true. He does have robots.
yeah, Eggman has robots and he still can't beat Sonic.
Well, we need to also consider though that Sherlock is definitely smarter than
Or at
Eggman.
least quicker
like,
thinking.
That's undisputed.
Right.
And he's good at like reading people. And Sonic should be really easy to read because Sonic isn't super in-depth personality-wise.
I don't know, man. Dude, the chili dogs, come on.
Because his large eyes carry so much emotion, it's hard to hide.
I think that I like this idea of the pocket sand. I think that's what would happen is Sonic's cockiness. He's like, ha! This guy's just smart. I'm used to fighting smart people all the time. And he would rush in.
Ah, my eyes!
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes would throw sand in his eyes. He'd be blinded and then discombobulate.
And you get the music and
Yeah,
everything.
First distract target, throws sand.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it could be Sherlock Holmes.
But then we also need to consider though that Sonic. Well, here's like another thing that I've always like thought about. Sonic is really, really fast physically. So is he also fast thinking
I
wise?
don't
Because I think he'd have to
know.
be able to think fast in order to get around obstacles so quickly.
That's something that's never made a lot of sense about super speed.
Sonic's cocky, though. I don't know. I think he tends to rush into things from what I know of his character. He's not like, whoa, all the animals are stolen. I'm going to sit down and think this out. He's like, whoa, all the animals are stolen. I'm going to run as fast as I can to beat Eggman's tuchus into the ground.
And then Eggman's like, oh, that stupid hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog! Oh man, Tim Curry would make a great Eggman.
Oh my gosh.
I think my vote is for Sherlock. I might be biased, but
I also have bias, but I think Sherlock would win.
I actually have to go with Sonic here. I feel like even though he could outsmart him, Sonic is just like ridiculously fast, especially if he has the Chaos Emeralds.
Well, the Chaos Emeralds. What do you think, Levi?
I go with Sonic.
a tie.
Okay, what's your argument?
He's fast.
Alrighty, let's...
He might be fast of foot, but Sherlock is fast of mind.
Yeah, but does Sherlock like chili hot dogs? I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think he's ever had one.
Yeah. Sherlock plays violin.
Oh, wow. He must be an intellectual. People who play violin are intellectuals.
Yes, he is an intellectual. He's fast of mind, but he's not an intellectual.
Let's see, we're polling our secret final guest who's been listening the whole time.
Hopefully, been listening the whole time.
Nah, he's AFK.
Hello.
Hello.
Oof.
We'll do introductions later. What do you think, Simon? What do you think?
Who wins between Sonic and Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah.
See,
Yes.
I feel like this is a very complicated question.
Yes, it is.
I think I would lean towards Sonic. Judging based off what has been said so far, being that Sonic has experience fighting genii, sorry. And also, someone brought up the point that Sherlock Holmes might be able to, predict and do all that with the whole fight before Sonic even got to him. But I think it's canon that Sonic has reached, significant fractions of the speed of light. So if he's really going all at it, I don't think there's any chance for Sherlock.
But does Sonic have the Chaos Emeralds?
Because when he has the Chaos Emeralds and he's super powered, he's basically a Super Saiyan.
No, it's not Super Sonic. I don't know if he can go that fast without the Emeralds, is what I'm saying.
Okay, no, it's Sonic versus Sherlock. It's not Sonic plus Chaos Emeralds versus...
What if the ghost of Watson was helping Sherlock out? If you remember last time, Kool-Aid Man managed to get Watson, but Sherlock Holmes managed to win.
Why does it have to be the ghost of Watson?
Wait, this is canon?
Yeah, don't you remember last time?
Oh, right. No,
Watson's
Watson!
dead.
Yeah, let's see. What does the ghost say about this?
Yes.
Would ghosts helping him out help Mr. Ghost?
Well, that means Sherlock is enraged.
Enraged Sherlock.
I don't think he has the ghost of Watson unless Sonic has the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Levi is the ghost of Watson.
I have to make a couple calls. That takes a little while. 4 to 5 business days.
Yeah, he has to fly through the Ethernet cables.
Ghost mail is the new snail mail.
That's too real, man. I have...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like the vote is towards Sonic.
That was almost too easy.
Man, Sonic is winner.
Sonic is winner?
Man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Sherlock.
Yay.
Yeah, okay.
Sonic is the winner.
Maybe Sherlock manages to fake his death, though. He does the Moriarty where he throws himself into the ocean.
Yep, no, he's a ghost too.
True.
And then he comes back as a wall.
Yeah.
They're on a beach.
Oh, I'm drowning.
He just throws himself into the water. He's like, I'm dead.
Can I bring up one point? We never considered morals, because Sonic the Hedgehog doesn't kill.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he has no morals.
But Sherlock would probably grind Sonic into the dirt without even a second thought.
Well,
because Sherlock from the movies is not that moral of a person from what we've seen.
but Sonic managed to defeat Jinx.
It depends on your definition of defeat.
Well, yeah, I guess. Because, defeat doesn't mean kill.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Sonic wins, but Sherlock manages to fake his death and run away.
He comes back for another championship bout.
But that's in Season 2!
Is that the cliffhanger? Sherlock has...
Hey, we found our cliffhanger. Sherlock is coming back.